Okay. Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Life with Sweetie. What's going on? It's another beautiful day that we're giving God thanks that we have woken up and we're breathing. Yeah, so this morning I'm going to talk about how to get over miscarriages. Now, there's not a one cut clear method how I have gotten over miscarriages. And just a little background, as you may already know, I have 4 children, but I have conceived maybe like 8 or 9 times. I'm thinking 8 times. So I have lost 4 children. Now, the very first miscarriage I had was back in 2009, and I was 5 months pregnant. And it was really hard. You know, I was home one day. Actually, I was home one day, and I remember my eldest was a little girl, and you know, I just wasn't feeling too well. You know, I was having cramps. You know, on top of it, I was just so highly stressed out. And, you know, I didn't send her to school that day because I just felt like off, you know, just like a lot of crampy. And, you know, I went to the bathroom, you know, regularly to pee or whatever. And when I got up, I saw something hanging down and I panicked. I literally panicked and I just pushed it back in. It was like, it looked like a bag, you know, just like a bag. And I'm like, oh my God. So, you know, I called 911 and the ambulance came and, you know, went to the hospital. When I went to the hospital, you know, I told them what happened. They're like, oh, we see nothing abnormal. The baby's heart rate is fine. The baby, you know, is alive and breathing. So we don't know, you know, they was acting like I was it's funny they act like you're the one who was delusional, right? So you know, after being in there for a couple hours, then you know, whatever specialist came in and they did, you know, whatever deeper ultrasound or whatever they needed to do. They see that I was, I believe, couple centimeters dilated, and that it was the baby that came down in the bag and everything. But because it actually came down, they're saying that, you know, it is contaminated and, you know, it'll be best for me to just deliver. They're going to just induce labor and just have me deliver right away. It was the worst thing I've ever heard. I was wondering, like, why can't y'all just give me antibiotics and have me stay in the hospital for however long? You know, I was just crushed. I was crushed. And I was 23 weeks at the time. So, you know, the baby was delivered and the baby literally died. The lungs was just not mature enough to even get to the, you know, to the NICU or whatever. The baby died. So, and you know what? It was a boy. It was a baby boy. I named him Angel because he was just an angel passing through. And, you know, it was really tough. And when I delivered him, I held him in my hand and, you know, kissed him and everything. And I remember it just being horrible. And then when I went home, oh my God, it was just a nightmare, you know. But yeah, that was the very first miscarriage at 5 months. And it's a hard thing to deal with. There's no, like I mentioned, just easy way. But with everything in life hard that you got to go through, it just takes time, healing. And I cannot even fathom the loss of a child, you know, or a young baby. You know, they have the shaken baby syndrome and all these other things that can happen, you know. And my heart goes out to people who goes through those things because I cannot even fathom. But just as, you know, a regular death of a loved one, or, you know, anything that has to do with loss, you're going to go through a grieving process. You know, you're going to be angry, you're going to be sad, you're going to blame yourself, you're going to wonder if it's something that you did or you could have did, you could have done better in order for your baby to survive. But you just got to know that, just another thing, I would recommend, and I'm not a doctor, they say whenever you have a child or you were pregnant, give it at least a year before you try to, conceive again. I wouldn't even do a year. I would just give my body a few years, at least 2 years, to heal. And not only physically, you're looking at the physical, mental. You need the mental healing too, because it is a traumatic experience to go through a loss of a pregnancy in a child. And, some people are not even able to conceive after a loss. Some women die, so you just got to understand that it is a process. Lots of family support is needed. If you don't have a support system, therapists, whatever, go to God, pray. And, I listen, I love God. I worship God. God is front and center in my life before myself. All things go through him. But that does not mean we are not spiritual all day, every day. We are humans, and there are human issues that you pray and you will get deliverance. That deliverance will be God telling you to go seek therapy. So it's not pray and all my troubles and my stress automatically disappears. If anyone in the church or, any elders or anyone wants you or giving you that advice for you to believe that, as soon as you pray, everything disappears. No, it's a process. It's, having faith. Faith without works is obviously dead. So you can't just say, oh, I'm going to pray all my problems away. I'm going to pray my stress away. I'm going to pray my anxiety or my depression, or, you're going to pray it away. It doesn't work that way. You pray, you have faith, and you move forward. But it has to follow with some type of action. And for me, just praying, again, I'm going to go to working out. I encourage ladies to work out. It doesn't matter what size you are. It's not, oh, I'm skinny, I don't got to work out. Working out for me is a process that is and should be for everyone. And it's a part of life. It's not about looking good. There is a benefit of, working out and you start, looking well. But mentally, I am telling you, when it comes to depression, anxiety, PTSD, I only know on those base levels because I've been there. But obviously there are, way more severe disorders that, you need to go to a doctor, you need to get therapy, you need to get possible medication. I don't believe all and be all is medication when it comes to, your psyche or your, mental health. But I do know that there are a lot of disorders out there that is the best option. And there are milder, mental health disorder. And you know what I love, guys? We are now talking about mental health. And in the state that I live now, they're actually, considering having mental health specialists in the schools nowadays, because even children are having, psychotic episodes, behavioral problem, it's just stress of life. And, I just thank God. Back then I couldn't see it, but I just thank God that I have a handle and I know what it is like to have breakdowns and breakthroughs, and I know what it is like to be in your deepest, darkest moment and you're not wanting to be here anymore and you're not having your support system. I know it and I understand it, and the only advice I can give, which still coincides with miscarriages, is to just pray. Hi, baby. Can you go put that back for me?
Okay.
I didn't say I want it now. Go put it back. You got money?
Money.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to buy? With everything is just pray, move forward, get the help you need, get the help you deserve. Try to talk to people. One of the worst things is, and I've gone through this. you're watching a friend or a family member, you know something is wrong and you're trying to be there for them, but they're just completely shutting you out. And I do understand that. Sometimes you just don't want to talk. You feel like you want to be alone, but that doesn't help the situation. Just find someone you can trust, you can talk to, and one day at a time. And in that situation, do you want to say hi?
Yeah, say hi. Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. You hear him? Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Hi, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. Say hi. Oh, you got no pants
Hi,
on.
YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. Okay, bye. Go play.
Bye.
Bye.
Good day.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, you can go now. You little dirty mouth. Did you finish your sandwich? Did you eat all your sandwich?
Yeah, it's so much.
Okay. So, and yeah, so before my 4-year-old, I had a miscarriage the year prior to that, and then I got pregnant with my 4-year-old. Gosh, they're not gonna leave me alone. That the other 2 miscarriages were around 3 months. So that wasn't as a big as effect as when I was 5 months, but nevertheless, you lost a child, you have gained the weight, you have bonded emotionally, and it's really a hard thing. So for anyone out there, okay, go bye, who is dealing with a miscarriage, a loss of a child, just pray and just know that God is with you, God loves you, and you may not understand it then, but something bigger is in store for you, whether that's going to be another child or whether that's not going to be a child at all, because sometimes God puts us in a situation where you're not actually supposed to conceive, maybe with a certain individual, it's just pre-warning, forewarning. But sometimes we don't listen, and eventually God grants us what we heal. Take the time to heal before jumping and getting pregnant again. Can you get down? Get down. Get down. So take the time to heal. Take the time to, you see, you're going to hurt yourself. Take your time to get the therapy and the support you need. And I cannot stress enough. Exercise. It helps a lot with a lot of situations. Just exercise. And hope this helps anyone who is struggling. And just know that I love you, God loves you, and it is not the end of the world. Things do get better at some point. How you gonna close my curtains? I need my lighting. Can you open my curtains, please? Anyways, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Life with Sweetie. And thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.